Hello, friends. Welcome to episode 186 of the Nope Coach podcast. Different nopes for different folks. It's day 2 of November. I'm your host, Suzanne Culberg, and we're exploring this month's theme of how to say no without feeling like a bitch, or how to say no in a way that feels good. And before I get too deep into this month, I want to underscore that there will be different nopes for different folks. The way you say no in a workplace or to a request professionally is probably going to differ very grandly to the way you say no to a family member or a close friend. Unless your job's the nope coach, and then you can kind of say it the way you want across the board. But in all seriousness, somebody I know really well might ask something of me and I'll be like, oh, hell no. But somebody I don't know quite so well might put a bit of buffering in there. Thank you so much for thinking of me, but I'm not interested. Thank you so much for your consideration, but not at this moment. So it's worth thinking about, how would you respond to a request? It kind of reminds me of this meme that circles around every now and then. It's like, the level to which I clean shows how much that I love you. So if you come over to my house and it's a total dump, it means that we're really good friends. The way we say no can very much be the same. I remember in the last couple of months, Michael McIntyre was coming to Australia. He's a comedian, and I was really, really keen to see him. And I remember saying to my husband, hey, you want to go? And he's like, hell no. And I remember contacting one of my friends, and she's like, no, I would rather watch paint dry. I can't say I wasn't disappointed, but I appreciated their honesty. But if it was somebody who I didn't know so well, you might say something like, thanks for thinking of me, thanks for reaching out, thanks for considering it. But, there is a spectrum to your nose and what feels more comfortable to you. So someone close to you might be able to say, no, I'd rather watch paint dry. But somebody you don't know as well, you may worry that you may offend them. So you might, jazz it up a bit more. But all that to say is you can't do it wrong. The only way you can do it wrong is if you say the obligatory yes and go to something that you can't stand. Like currently, this might not win me any favors, but my daughter's dying to see that Taylor Swift movie of her tour. And I was like, yeah, no, that's a no from me. You have to find someone else. I'm happy to drive you to the cinema. I'm happy to drop you off and sit outside and listen to a podcast or read a book. But there is no way I'm interested in seeing that movie. It doesn't mean that she can't see it. I think sometimes when we fear saying no to someone, we are worried that they're going to fear that we judge them. I don't mind that she wants to see a Taylor Swift movie or, whatever she wants to see. I'm happy for her and I'll support her to do that. Doesn't mean I have to do it. So it's a nice quick one today. Different nopes for different folks, practicing how you say your no, getting more comfortable with saying no, getting the reps in. The first few dozen times that you say no, if you have never said it before, if you've just been the people pleaser, it's going to be challenging. But the more you do it, the more you build and stretch and grow your no muscle, the easier it gets. And just deciding, how you want to frame it. I will often say, thanks for thinking of me. Thanks for the invite. Thanks for your consideration. But no thanks, or not right now, or not at this time. But I won't say, ask me next time if I honestly don't want them to. So I think this is another thing where the communication is key. Say, for example, you invited me to a Tupperware party. I would say, thank you so much for inviting me. I'm not interested in Tupperware. Like, I think that is much less offensive than saying yes and quitting at the last minute. I can't come, sorry, when the person has catered for you. Like, let me know in the comments or send me an email. Have you ever hosted, I've been strong-armed into hosting a Tupperware party or a Norwex party or a Lorraine Lee, one of these parties, and then everyone said yes, so you've catered and whatever, and then on the day, ding, 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 all the last-minute cancellations start coming in, and then you're stuck ordering, I don't know how many dollars worth of this product because you booked a party because your friend got some bonus from it. it is much kinder to say, no, thank you, I'm not interested, rather than saying yes and canceling on the day, or saying yes and then not being a total no-show, or having the person realize down the line that you're not actually interested in the same thing that they're interested in. And, there is depth and disappointment potentially in the friendship there. Whereas if you said to me, come to the Tupperware party, thanks for the invite, I don't really do plastics. If you have a candle party, I'm there. So it's letting them know, like, I appreciate the invite, which I do. This isn't really my jam, but this is the kind of thing that I like, rather than, next time. Because what happens is if you say next time, then they'll continue to invite you. And then when you continue to turn them down, that's when people start to question, maybe this person doesn't like me, when really they just don't like plastic. Each to their own. So yeah, different nopes for different folks. In what scenarios have you felt strong-armed into a yes when really inside you've been screaming no? And how can you start to build your no muscle? Things to consider. Thank you for tuning in. If you are not yet on my email list, head over to my website, suzanneculberg.com, click on newsletter, pop your email address in there. Or if you don't want to hear from me, you can practice stretching your no muscle by saying, no, thanks for the invite, Suze. I'm unavailable. I don't like email. See, you're already getting there. Hope to well, you'll hear me. I hope to see you, but then you'll see me. I hope that you join me for the next episode. Bye for now.